Today we're talking about hypocrites, and we're just talking about like really in the rap community. I don't have a lot of time. My phone is definitely dying, but not only that, I still got stuff I got to do. But we're talking about hypocrites, but specifically in the rap community, hip hop, trap community, all of that. And I'm talking about it because I feel like I was one of those individuals. I just made that decision not to do it anymore. So that's one reason why I'm talking about it. Um, Yesterday, I came on live letting you know I will not be doing any more negative music. Everything I'll be doing from here on out will be positive music. The only time my music might seem negative if I get um, a opportunity or I have an assignment to do a specific type of song for a movie or a sitcom that requires me to be a little violent with my lyrics, but I'm not looking forward to doing anything of the sort anymore. I'm not trying to persuade the youth to do anything negative. I have a son, and I'm not saying that just because I have a son, that's the main reason. No, that's a big reason, but my son's still going to listen to whatever he's going to listen to whenever he gets older, and even now. There's nothing that I can do about that but monitor it. But I'm tired of being a hypocrite. Me telling kids, hey, you got to stay focused and don't do the wrong things. But I'm preaching and teaching, hey, do this in my music. Like, that's backwards. That's backwards. And it always made me feel a certain type of way. So I was like, bro, I'm not doing that anymore. I made that decision. I said, bro, I'm not doing that anymore. You know? And so I made a decision that I'm going to only be talking about positive music, positive things, positive topics of discussion. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Um, I'm not going to be focused on anything else but positive, positive ways of doing my music. 1 second, guys. So I'm not doing anything negative anymore. And it just really bothered me, especially when, and it still bothers me to this day, when I hear rappers talk all this, I give thanks to God, I can't do anything without God. But all your music is about killing and sexing and all that other stuff. And, to each his own. But it just bothers me. It bothers me because I know it's not right. It's not right. We're supposed to help people to get to a better level in life. And if we're teaching killing and stealing and all these other foul acts, you know, like how are we progressing in life? How are we progressing in life? I know I've influenced people to do the wrong things. Even when I was younger, I've made mistakes to influence my so-called friends and classmates to do the wrong things. And for me to put music out to influence the masses to do the wrong things is very hypocritical of me and what I stand for. I don't stand for negative or negativity. I don't. I'm all about positivity, positive vibes, and me talking about this and me talking about that when it's pertaining to some type of negative activity is so hypocritical, right? You will look at me different. Now, the only thing is, the reason why we don't look at these rappers and singers different is because, let's be honest, they're not in a position where we hold them to a higher standard. Okay, we don't hold these people to a higher standard. But if they was a preacher or a teacher or a parent, we will hold these people to a higher standard. We literally were so entertained by all this negativity that we're starting to get immune to it and that we are immune to it as a people. Like, honestly, I'm tired of it. So I know it's not just going to take me, it's going to take more than just me. It's going to take the masses. It's going to take a collective group of people to change the way the world looks at negative content, negativity. Excuse me, guys. It's going to take a while. So that's one reason why I stopped doing the negative music and I started doing my gospel music, my gospel rap, my inspirational music, motivational music. Like, I just stepped away from that genre because I don't want to be a part of that. You know, they say birds of a feathers flock together. I just don't want to be a part of that anymore. And honestly, like, can you really trust individuals like that? Yeah, people keep saying it's only entertainment. It's not real, but it is real, guys. If a person thought of those words to say, right, you should question those people. If the writers that's working with that artist thought of words, of those specific words to say, right, with that beat, we should second guess and we should take a deeper look at that individual because, guys, I don't want to hang around a person that feels that way. I don't want to be around a person that feels that way. I don't. And honestly, I don't want to be around a person who listens to that stuff too. Because, guys, peer pressure never stops. It's just intense. It intensifies the older you get, right? It just gets intense, more and more intense. And I don't know about you, I don't want to have any type of connection with a person who doesn't value me as a person. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a female, a man or a woman. If a person doesn't value you and they are listening to stuff that has no value and they're listening to things that's demonic and negative, how do you really think they're going to treat you? So it's important that we guard ourselves with the right frequencies, with the right vibes, with the right energy because if we don't, guys, mentally we just going downhill. We're just going downhill. And I'm just being completely honest with you. Um, so that's why I started making Christian rap, gospel rap, whatever, inspirational rap, however you want to label it. And I thought I was going to, like, a long time ago, I thought I knew I was going to end up coming into this lane. I was raised in the church. I was brought up in the church. My dad's, he just retired 2 years ago. It'll be 3 years next year. But I know church. I love God. So why wouldn't I be in this genre of music, right? I just thought that my bars wouldn't be as hard, but they are. They honestly, I feel like they're even better, and they're meant for a specific community. All right, they're meant for a specific community and demographic, giving people the music that they've been waiting for, bars, lyrics, with a message at the same time. Now your children don't have to be all hyped up on this negative trap music and hip hop music. You can give them an alternative to listen to. You know, there's a lot of people in this world, they don't eat meat, right? They don't eat no type of meat. So they try to get plant based products, right? This is a God based product. You don't have to really give your children the worldly products that the world have to offer. Okay? You don't have to give them all that negative energy, right? You can give them some substance and they can be hyped up in the morning off of God instead of the devil, right? And I guarantee your household will be functioning way better, way better. And you as well. You don't have to be driving down the highway and you just like it's a club in your car. No, you should be first thing in the AM. You should be getting your mind free of all those negative thoughts, all those toxic thoughts, and clearing your mind with positive words of affirmation, positive messages to get your day started. right? You should think about that, guys. Holy Smoke Volume 1 coming out October 31st, morning, Halloween morning, October 31st, this month, literally in 30 days. So look forward to that. It'll be here before you know it. Time doesn't wait on nobody. We literally now have 2 more months before the end of the year. And depending on how Holy Smoke Volume 1 goes, I'm going to release Holy Smoke Volume 2 before the end of the year. But in the meantime, I'm literally releasing singles. I'm releasing singles, 1 to 2 singles a day. Not a day, but a week. I released the single last week. I just released the single this morning. I thought I had did it early this morning before I went to bed, but I guess I slept on it. Went to sleep on it. And yeah, like I'm applying pressure, the same pressure I was applying when I was making hip hop, trap music. This is hardcore Christian music, and all of my music is not hardcore Christian music, but a majority of it is because I know that it's needed. It's needed. I'm not one of those artists that's just one and done. No, I'm going to oversaturate the market with it, so y'all will hear me. All right, y'all will hear me. Y'all will see me. Y'all just now seeing this now, but I've been putting this work in. And when I first started, as y'all can see, the views were low. Once people start seeing me and start hearing me, the views will definitely start increasing over time. Guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in today. We just finished talking about hypocrites, specifically in the rap community, the hip hop community. And if you're tired of it, like I'm tired of it, drop a comment in the section below and put me, and I'm going to send you a link to Holy Smoke Volume 1 that's releasing October 31st, 2025, guys. Look, I can't wait to see y'all once we get there. Stay blessed, stay motivated. And until the next time, guys, I'm out.